Hi, my name is Steve Capper, and the purpose of this next 10 minutes is to give you a heads up with regard to the best practice in the way salespeople and pre-sales or sales engineers or system consultants should work together. I'm going to break it down into a number of areas. Firstly, positioning of the resource, the provision of information, the planning of the interaction with the customer, the planning of the discovery meeting, the planning of the presentation, demonstration, whiteboard, whatever it is, and finally, the presenting back of a business solution. So let's start thinking about the best way for the team. And let's start with the salesperson. The best way for the salesperson to actually position the pre-sales or sales engineer. I think it's essential that we take a business approach. I think the pre-sales people, the whole concept of pre-sales people has moved on in the last 3 to 4 years. We have become a lot more of a business associate of the salespeople as distinct from a technical resource. The more that salespeople see pre-sales people as technical resources, we will start to move to a situation where salespeople will say to the customer, "Would you like your techies to talk to my techies?" And I think that is the past. We must now understand that the role of the selling team is to deliver a business solution, and the pre-sales people, the sales engineers, are an absolutely key element in the way that we will present that business solution. So the way I'd like the salespeople to say to customers is, "Mr. Customer, maybe would you like a standard sales presentation, or would you like something with more focus?" Customer will automatically, I think, say more focus. "Well, can some of my senior consulting people come along and talk to some of your business users, some of your technology people, so that we can understand more about your organization, so that we do not present our company product, but we present to you a customer solution, a solution for you as a customer." And that opens the door for the salespeople to engage the pre-sales and the sales engineers as business consultants, not as technology data miners. So let's just look at the next concept, which is the provision of information. I would expect the salespeople to provide fairly basic information to the pre-sales people. The company we are seeing, who we are seeing, the compelling event, what their existing problems are, who are our friends and who are our enemies, things to say, things not to say, information that we intend to grab hold of or explore at the customer's site. This is basic information. The job of the pre-sales or sales engineers is then to ask the salespeople some questions to understand more about the requirement so that they can do a better job. And the whole purpose of this is to move away from presenting a product as soon as we see a customer. The whole objective is for the team to understand the customer before we actually allow them to understand what our solution is. In fact, I have a good saying: let's stop talking to the customer and let's start listening to the customer. And that, as a motto for the team, would be something that you should all think about. So now we are with the customer. Our whole objective is to understand the customer. So the selling team should have some basic questioning skills. I hope you've moved on from open and closed questions to combination of planned, structured questions. "Mr. Customer, what's your problem? Why have you got the problem? And what's the business impact of that problem?" Many people stop at what your problem is and then jump in immediately with, "Yes, we can help you." But I want people now to begin to think of some different ideas. So start thinking about the way we can dig into the customer to find out more about their specific requirements and more about the business impact that we can deliver to them. And given the fact that we have now been in a discovery meeting, we should know the soft skills of a team inside discovery meeting. You should know what passwords to use. You should know where to sit. You should know who asked the first question, who tags on for the second question, who opens the actual meeting, who was the timekeeper. All of these things should be part of the planning in the team before you actually get to the customer. Who handles technology questions? And that brings up a very important point, that if the customer asks a contract or a pricing question, whose job is it to answer that? That's the salesperson. But likewise, it's the pre-sales or the sales engineers that will answer the technology questions. Salesmen will keep quiet even if they know the answer. You let the technology people, the business people answer that question. If you want to add some more, little wave of the hand, and the team knows the password, and the team then allows that to flow on. So we've now moved past as we move forward in the roles of the team, and we begin to start thinking about the delivery of a customer business impact solution. Because in discovery we've understood what's the problem, why have they got the problem, and the business impact of that problem. It is now our job to deliver a business impact in a whiteboard, a PowerPoint, demo, or whatever it is. So let's just remember that the focus is on the business impact. So when you're presenting your solution, presenting the customer's solution, think about being a little bit more dynamic. I know many of you say, well, Steve, I changed the logo on the slide. Well, I'm sorry, I don't even think you should do that. I think that you should think about what is the major business impact that this customer wants, and you deliver that and the value proposition all in the first 18 minutes. In other words, I think the salespeople should get the most senior people they can in the room to listen to the team to deliver a business solution, but only have them there for the first 18 minutes. Just another small idea to make sure that we as an organization, as a team that's delivering a customer business impact solution, that we deliver something to the customer. So let's just summarize some of the things we've just spoken about. We've looked at the sales cycle. We've looked at what I expect the salespeople to provide. We didn't cover some of the soft skills. Let's quickly look at some of those now. I would expect the pre-sales people to listen to the customer. Listening means that when the customer is talking, you do not interrupt. You don't move your mouth. You zip your mouth up. When the customer finishes talking, you wait 2 seconds. Because in any meeting where the team has engagement with the customer, if we talk more than the customer, then that meeting is a failure. So let's just think about what we've said. We now know some ideas about how to work together. We now know some soft skills about how to work together. And salespeople, if you don't know the right questions to ask the customer, don't hesitate. Go back to the pre-sales people and say, what are the 10 bits of information that I need from the customer? Please give me 10 questions. And the pre-sales people should say, yes, here are 10 questions. And by the way, here are good answers and here are bad answers. I will be a very cooperative resource if you come back with 8 out of 10 good answers. Less cooperative if you come back with 7 out of 10 bad answers. So this is the way I want you to think. As a team thinking together, not as a resource of the salespeople, but a way to engage the customer and for the customer to see that we're in the business of delivering a business solution to them, not trying to sell them a product. Good luck in all of your escapades as sales and pre-sales people. And if you do need more information from me, don't hesitate to look at my site, www.stevecapper.com, or send me an email on Scapper, SCAPPER presales@hotmail.com, or look me up on Google. Pre-sales training, I'm on the first page, first or second line. Thank you very much. I hope to meet you all one day. Thank you. Goodbye.